Ever wonder how aging impacts your sexual health and desires? As we approach our 70s and 80s, many of us begin to ask more profound questions about intimacy and pleasure. But here's the thing, these changes aren't just physical. They touch on our emotional well-being and how we perceive ourselves. It's easy to think that sexual vitality fades with age, but the truth is far more empowering and complex. In today's video, we're diving deep into 8 essential insights that every older adult should know about sexual health. We'll explore the physical transformations your body goes through, the emotional nuances that often arise, and the societal pressures that shape our understanding of sexuality in later life. Whether you're experiencing these changes yourself or supporting a loved one, this discussion will equip you with knowledge and confidence. We'll also share expert tips on how to embrace your sexuality in new, fulfilling ways, even at an older age. But why stick around? Well, by the end of this video, we'll give you actionable advice on enhancing pleasure, managing changes in intimacy, and maintaining a healthy sexual life in your later years. Trust me, you won't want to miss the surprising tip we have toward key, the end that could transform your relationship with your body and your desires. Stick with us till the end, and let's navigate this journey together. As we grow older, our bodies naturally undergo significant changes that affect every aspect of our lives, including sexual health. For men, a steady decrease in testosterone begins in their late 30s or early 40s, which can lead to a decrease in libido and difficulty maintaining an erection. For women, the onset of menopause brings a dramatic drop in estrogen, which affects vaginal health, reducing lubrication and elasticity. This can lead to discomfort during intercourse or self-pleasure. These changes are completely natural, yet they can cause feelings of frustration or anxiety about intimacy. John, a 72-year-old man, once felt disconnected from his sexual vitality. He noticed that his libido had decreased over the years, and this change left him feeling less confident in his own skin. However, after discussing his concerns with a doctor, John learned that lifestyle adjustments like regular exercise and hormone replacement therapy could help manage his symptoms. Today, he feels more connected to his body and has found ways to experience intimacy in fulfilling ways again. Similarly, Sarah, 58, was navigating the changes brought on by menopause. With reduced vaginal lubrication, she began to feel uncomfortable during intimacy. But after seeking advice from her healthcare provider, she learned about the benefits of using lubricants and exploring new techniques for self-pleasure. These simple changes helped Sarah reclaim her sexual health and made her feel more empowered in her own body. At the core of these experiences is the importance of communication. Whether discussing changes with a partner or seeking medical advice, open conversations about sexual health can help address the emotional and physical challenges that come with aging. Many older adults face feelings of isolation or shame around these topics. But the truth is, sexuality is a natural part of life, no matter your age. Sexual health and communication with your partner are crucial aspects of maintaining intimacy in later life. As physical changes occur, so do emotional and relational shifts. Engaging in candid conversations about desires, preferences, and any changes in sexual function can enhance both physical pleasure and emotional intimacy. For some, this might mean exploring new forms of physical connection, such as touching, kissing, or cuddling, rather than intercourse. For others, trying out new techniques or discussing masturbation can lead to greater fulfillment and satisfaction. Ultimately, embracing these changes with an open mind can lead to a more enriched sexual life. Whether it's experimenting with new techniques, discussing your needs openly, or simply understanding that these shifts are part of a natural aging process, there's much to gain from embracing your sexuality. Even as our bodies change, maintaining a fulfilling sex life is still possible, and it can lead to improved emotional and mental well-being. Aging is often associated with loss, but when it comes to sexuality, It's an opportunity to redefine and explore intimacy. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into how you can maintain a healthy sexual life as you age. Sexuality is a lifelong journey, and with the right tools and mindset, it's one that can continue to bring joy and fulfillment well into our later years. As we age, our bodies undergo significant physical changes that can impact many aspects of our lives, including our sexual health. For men, testosterone levels naturally decline as early as their late 30s. And for women, the transition into menopause brings a drop in estrogen and progesterone. These hormonal shifts play a central role in how we experience intimacy, with common effects such as reduced libido, vaginal dryness, and other sexual challenges. But understanding these changes is the first step in managing them, and it can open up a pathway to embracing sexual health in later years. Take the story of Frank, a 72-year-old man who, like many others, began noticing a decrease in his libido and energy levels in his 60s. He had always enjoyed a healthy sex life with his wife, but as time went on, he found that his desire waned and the experience of intimacy felt different. His doctor explained that this decrease was due to a natural drop in testosterone, something most men face as they age. Frank felt frustrated and self-conscious, wondering if this meant the end of his sexual vitality. However, after speaking with his healthcare provider, he learned that there were solutions. With the help of hormone replacement therapy and making healthier lifestyle changes, such as eating better, exercising regularly, and reducing stress, Frank regained a sense of control over his sexual health. Frank's story is a reminder that while aging brings undeniable changes, it doesn't mean the end of a fulfilling sex life. For both men and women, these changes are natural, but they don't have to be permanent. Many proactive steps can be taken, from medical treatments like hormone therapy to lifestyle habits that promote overall health. Simple actions like maintaining a healthy diet, staying physically active, and managing stress can significantly help mitigate the effects of hormonal changes. If you're in a similar situation, don't wait for these changes to overwhelm you. Speak with a healthcare professional about options to improve your sexual health. Whether it's considering hormone treatments, practicing pelvic floor exercises, or simply creating new habits, there are plenty of ways to adjust to the changes that come with age. Don't let hormonal shifts limit your experiences. Take charge of your sexual health today for a more fulfilling tomorrow. While masturbation and other forms of sexual activity are generally safe for most older adults, it's important to be mindful of certain health risks that can arise with age. Conditions like cardiovascular disease, arthritis, and the side effects of medications can pose challenges when engaging in sexual activities, including masturbation. Understanding these risks and taking proactive steps can help ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Let's take the example of Linda, a 68-year-old woman who had been dealing with arthritis for years. She was still interested in maintaining an active sex life, but started to notice discomfort during sexual activities due to joint pain. At first, she tried to ignore the issue, but over time, the discomfort became more frequent and more intense, leaving her feeling frustrated and disheartened. Concerned about the impact of her condition on her sexual well-being, Linda decided to consult her doctor. After a thorough discussion, her healthcare provider recommended several strategies for managing her joint pain while still engaging in sexual activities, including masturbation. Her doctor suggested using supportive cushions and pillows to ease pressure on her joints, experimenting with different positions to reduce strain, and taking pain relief medications before sexual activity. In addition, Linda learned that regular stretching and strengthening exercises for her joints could improve flexibility and help her feel more comfortable during intimate moments. With this tailored advice, Linda was able to regain her confidence and enjoy sexual activities again without the fear of pain or discomfort. Linda's story highlights how important it is for older adults to consult with healthcare providers when experiencing discomfort or health challenges related to sexuality, whether it's arthritis, cardiovascular concerns, or the side effects of medications. Taking the time to discuss these issues with a doctor can lead to personalized solutions that allow you to safely navigate these changes. Remember, it's crucial to listen to your body and take proactive steps. Regular consultations with your healthcare provider, being aware of how your body responds, and adapting your sexual activities to minimize strain can help you maintain a fulfilling sex life as you age. Always prioritize your health and well-being by making informed decisions about your sexual health. Don't hesitate to reach out for guidance and explore different options that will work for your body and lifestyle. As we age, it's not just our bodies that go through changes. Our mental and emotional well-being can experience shifts as well. Masturbation and sexual activities can release hormones like oxytocin and endorphins, which are known to reduce stress, improve mood, and contribute to a sense of well-being. These physical responses can have powerful benefits, especially for older adults who may be facing unique emotional and mental challenges. However, societal perceptions about aging and sexuality often create emotional barriers, leading many older individuals to feel guilt or shame about their sexual desires and activities. Take the story of Mary, a 64-year-old woman who struggled with feelings of self-judgment about her sexuality. Having grown up in a conservative environment where discussions about intimacy were taboo, Mary never truly felt comfortable embracing her desires, especially as she entered her later years. In her 60s, she still experienced sexual attraction and had an interest in masturbation. But the societal stigma around aging and sexuality made her feel ashamed. She questioned whether it was appropriate for someone her age to have such desires. And this internal conflict led to anxiety and stress. One day, after confiding in a close friend, Mary realized that she wasn't alone in these feelings. Her friend encouraged her to seek therapy, and Mary took the brave step of consulting a mental health professional who specialized in sexual well-being. Through therapy, Mary learned that these feelings of guilt were rooted in societal conditioning rather than any personal flaw. Her therapist helped her reframe her mindset, encouraging her to see her sexual desires as a natural and healthy part of her identity. Through positive self-reflection, Mary began to embrace her sexuality with confidence, free from shame. She found that acknowledging her desires not only improved her mental and emotional well-being, but also deepened her self-acceptance. Mary's story shows that it's never too late to embrace one's sexuality and to work through any mental or emotional barriers. It's essential to engage in open conversations about intimacy, whether with a trusted friend, therapist, or healthcare provider. If you find yourself struggling with feelings of guilt or self-judgment, seeking professional help can be a transformative step. Therapy and positive self-reflection can help you understand that your sexual health is a natural and vital part of your overall well-being. You deserve to feel empowered and confident about your sexuality, no matter your age. Don't let shame or societal pressures hold you back from enjoying your life and intimacy. Consider reaching out to a therapist or counselor who can guide you in navigating any emotional challenges and help you rediscover your sense of confidence and sexual well-being. Everyone deserves to feel good about themselves, both mentally and physically. Social isolation and loneliness are all too common in older adults, especially as life transitions such as retirement, the loss of loved ones, or decreased mobility can make it harder to stay connected with others. These feelings of disconnection can have a profound impact not just on emotional health, but also on physical well-being, including sexual health. As a result, many older individuals turn to self-soothing behaviors, such as masturbation, to cope with these emotions. While self-pleasure is a normal and healthy part of life, it's important to recognize when reliance on solitary activities begins to overshadow the need for meaningful social connections. Take, for example, the story of Frank, a 71-year-old man who found himself feeling isolated after his wife passed away several years ago. Frank, who had always been active in his community, found that as he aged, many of his friends had either moved away or passed on. The loneliness began to take a toll, and he found himself focusing more on solitary activities to fill the void, including masturbation. While these moments of self-care provided temporary relief, Frank realized they were not enough to truly combat the feelings of emptiness he was experiencing. One day, Frank decided to take a step toward overcoming his isolation. He joined a local community center that offered various activities for seniors. At first, it was a little intimidating for him to interact with others, but he quickly found that he enjoyed the social gatherings, fitness classes, and even the volunteer opportunities. Through these new connections, Frank built lasting friendships and began to feel a renewed sense of purpose. By engaging with others, he realized that social bonds and shared experiences are powerful tools for emotional fulfillment. He still practiced self-care, but he now had a more balanced approach to his well-being, combining healthy solitary habits with the joy of human connection. Frank's story highlights the importance of not letting social isolation take over. While self-pleasure can be a healthy form of self-care, it's essential to seek out and nurture social relationships that provide emotional support and meaningful interaction. Social connections help to enrich our lives and contribute to overall happiness, health, and well-being. Don't underestimate the power of community and the positive impact it can have on your emotional and sexual health. If you're feeling lonely, consider joining a local club, taking up a new hobby, or volunteering to meet new people. The key is to stay connected with others and recognize when it's time to seek balance between solitary activities and real-world relationships. Social support can help reduce feelings of loneliness and enhance overall well-being, including sexual health. Remember, you deserve to have both fulfilling personal moments and meaningful social connections. As we grow older, our bodies and desires change. In many relationships, especially those in later years, it's easy for partners to become disconnected when it comes to discussing evolving sexual needs, preferences, and health conditions. This can lead to frustration, misunderstandings, and a lack of intimacy. However, open communication about these sensitive topics is essential for maintaining a healthy, fulfilling relationship. When we're honest and clear about our sexual health and desires, we create a space for deeper emotional connection and intimacy. Take the example of James and Karen, a couple in their 70s who had been together for over 40 years. While they had always enjoyed a healthy sex life, in recent years, James noticed a decline in his libido and struggled with erectile dysfunction. Karen, who was also going through menopause, experienced vaginal dryness and a decrease in sexual desire. These physical changes affected their intimacy, and they began to feel distant. Instead of letting their issues fester, they decided to have an honest conversation about their evolving sexual preferences. James shared his frustrations with the changes in his body, and Karen expressed how she was feeling emotionally disconnected due to the physical challenges they both faced. What followed was a transformative conversation. They both realized that their desires hadn't disappeared, they had just changed. They discussed their preferences, explored new ways to be intimate, and even consulted their doctor for advice. With a bit of creativity and understanding, they were able to adapt their sexual routine to suit their current needs. They also found that emotional intimacy, such as cuddling and verbal affection, became just as important as physical intimacy. The experience taught James and Karen that communication is the foundation of intimacy, especially as we age. Their openness allowed them to continue enjoying a fulfilling relationship despite the challenges that came with aging. They now make it a point to check in with each other regularly about their desires, preferences, and health conditions, which has only strengthened their bond. So, if you're in a relationship, consider initiating these conversations with your partner. It's natural for sexual needs to evolve with age, But by discussing these changes openly, you can ensure that both emotional and sexual connection remain strong. Don't shy away from talking about your desires, preferences, and health concerns. This type of communication is crucial for maintaining intimacy, trust, and satisfaction in a relationship. As we age, our bodies naturally go through changes, especially when it comes to sexual health. Hormonal fluctuations, reduced elasticity, and decreased lubrication are common in older adults. But that doesn't mean the end of a fulfilling sexual experience. In fact, aging presents an opportunity to explore new techniques and products that can enhance intimacy and pleasure. As we grow older, it's important to embrace these changes and discover ways to adapt that can improve our sexual lives. Take the story of Linda, a 65-year-old woman who had been in a relationship for over 30 years. As she reached menopause, she began to notice the physical changes that come with age. She struggled with vaginal dryness and decreased sensitivity, which made intimacy more uncomfortable. Initially, Linda felt discouraged, thinking that her sexual life was over. But she wasn't ready to give up. After discussing her concerns with her partner, they decided to explore different ways to enhance their sexual experiences. Linda started experimenting with various lubricants designed specifically for older adults. She discovered that using water-based lubricants helped restore comfort, and soon after, she found a silicone-based lubricant that provided longer-lasting glide and enhanced sensation. But that wasn't the only discovery Linda made. She also began exploring sex toys designed with older adults in mind. Linda found vibrators that were easy to handle and tailored to her changing needs. One of the toys was designed to stimulate multiple erogenous zones, providing deeper pleasure and helping her feel more connected to her body. As Linda experimented with these new tools, she found that not only was she able to enhance her sexual experiences, but her intimacy with her partner also grew stronger. They shared new moments of connection, exploring different sensations and learning what worked best for them. Linda's journey reminds us that as we age, our sexual pleasure doesn't have to fade. Instead, it's an opportunity to experiment with different techniques and products. There are a variety of lubricants and sex toys available that are specifically designed to accommodate the needs of older adults, offering greater comfort and enhanced pleasure. If you're experiencing similar challenges or simply want to explore new sensations, don't hesitate to try different techniques or products. Experimenting with lubricants or vibrators can reignite your passion and intimacy, either on your own or with a partner. Embrace the opportunity to discover what brings you joy and satisfaction, regardless of your age. Your sexual well-being is important, and it's never too late to explore new ways to experience pleasure. As we age, our bodies change, and with these changes come new challenges, especially when it comes to sexual health and intimacy. These changes can range from physical shifts, like decreased hormone levels, to emotional struggles, like guilt or shame surrounding our evolving needs. While exploring self-care methods and using products like lubricants or vibrators can be helpful, sometimes the best course of action is seeking professional advice. Consulting with a healthcare provider about sexual health concerns can be incredibly valuable, helping older adults better understand and address issues related to aging and intimacy. Take the story of John, a 72-year-old man who, like many older adults, started to notice changes in his sexual health. He had been struggling with erectile dysfunction and a decline in libido for some time, but he didn't know how to talk about it. Initially, he felt embarrassed and assumed that these changes were just a normal part of aging that he had to accept. However, after hearing a friend mention the benefits of speaking with a healthcare provider, John decided to take the plunge and seek professional help. When John met with his doctor, he was relieved to find that his issues weren't just a result of aging. His low testosterone levels and underlying health conditions, such as high blood pressure, were also contributing factors. His doctor explained that testosterone replacement therapy, along with lifestyle changes like improving his diet and exercise routine, could potentially improve his sexual health and overall well-being. John was prescribed medications to help with his erectile dysfunction, and he also received guidance on pelvic floor exercises to improve his sexual function. After following his doctor's advice and making these changes, John's sexual health significantly improved. His confidence returned, and he felt more connected to his partner both physically and emotionally. The experience not only enhanced his intimacy, but also boosted his overall quality of life. Seeking professional advice had helped John regain his sexual satisfaction and better manage his health concerns. John's story is a powerful reminder that healthcare providers can be invaluable resources when it comes to addressing sexual health concerns. It's important to consult with a professional if you're experiencing issues with intimacy, as they can offer tailored solutions and guidance. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Healthcare providers are trained to address these issues without judgment, and their expertise can help you lead a more fulfilling and confident life. If you're facing challenges with sexual health, take the first step today by seeking professional advice. It could be the key to enhancing your overall well-being. Sexuality is a natural part of who we are, regardless of age. Many people believe that as we get older, our sexual health and desires are something to leave behind. However, embracing and celebrating your sexuality at any stage of life can bring immense joy, empowerment, and a renewed connection to both yourself and your partner. The key is to overcome any societal misconceptions and open yourself to the possibilities of sexual expression, whether solo or with a partner. Let me tell you the story of Linda, a 68-year-old woman who had spent years in a marriage where intimacy took a back seat due to the emotional and physical changes that come with aging. After years of thinking that sexual pleasure was behind her, she decided to take control and rediscover her own body. Linda started exploring self-pleasure with the help of lubricants and toys specifically designed for older adults. She also made it a point to communicate more openly with her husband about her desires and needs, which was something they hadn't done in years. As Linda embraced her sexuality, she realized that it wasn't just about physical pleasure, it was about connection, confidence, and self-empowerment. Through regular communication with her husband, they were able to explore new ways to connect intimately. They rekindled their emotional and physical closeness, which strengthened their relationship. Linda's journey is a powerful reminder that our sexuality doesn't disappear with age. In fact, it can deepen and evolve into something even more meaningful and fulfilling as we learn to embrace it with confidence and curiosity. Sexuality in later life can be about exploring new pleasures, enjoying intimacy with a partner, or taking time for self-care and self-love. It's a journey that's not bound by age, but by a willingness to embrace and accept our desires. If you're in the later stages of life and feel like you've outgrown intimacy, I encourage you to rethink that narrative. You are never too old to experience sexual pleasure or emotional connection. Whether through self-reflection, seeking professional guidance, or simply starting a conversation with your partner, embracing your sexuality can lead to profound fulfillment. Take the time to explore, express, and enjoy your sexuality with self-acceptance. It's never too late to reconnect with this vital part of yourself. Remember, embracing your sexuality is a lifelong journey. Take the first step today and experience the empowerment that comes with knowing that you are deserving of intimacy and pleasure at any age. In conclusion, it's clear that sexual health doesn't fade with age, it evolves. With a few small adjustments, open communication with partners, and a strong sense of self-awareness, older adults can continue to enjoy intimacy and sexuality in ways that are both fulfilling and empowering. Age brings new experiences and challenges, but it also opens up new opportunities to explore intimacy in ways that may be even more meaningful than before. Remember, embracing your sexuality at any age is not only possible, it's a natural and essential part of maintaining a happy, healthy life. Whether you're exploring new techniques, having honest conversations with your partner, or seeking professional advice, The journey to sexual fulfillment doesn't end as we age, it transforms. It's about learning, growing, and embracing your desires with confidence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments what you've learned from this video and how you plan to embrace your sexual health moving forward. What changes are you excited to explore? Your thoughts and experiences could help inspire others who are navigating similar journeys. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel. We have more insightful videos about aging, wellness, and embracing sexuality with confidence that you won't want to miss. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's never too late to start embracing your sexuality and living your best life.